Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I use my California Air 8-gallon air compressor to cut unfinished wood with my CO2 laser machine. If you have invested in an air compressor because you don't want to mask your wood or you work with a lot of unfinished wood with your laser, but you have no idea how to turn on the machine or how to release the air pressure or to figure out what PSI to use with your air compressor, then this is the video for you. I will note, please follow the manufacturer guide and safety rules that come with your air compressor. I'm just going to show you what's worked for me and how I've used the air compressor with my laser machine. All right, so let's head to the garage. Okay, here is my California Air Tools 8-gallon air compressor. I purchased this to use with my CO2 laser machine for cutting unfinished wood. Typically, when you cut unfinished wood, there's just a lot of char, so you would have to mask the wood, but this kind of helps me skip that step. So I'm just gonna show you how I turn on and use the air compressor, as well as how I turn off and drain any water that's accumulated in the tank, because you'll want to do that after every single use. Again, just a disclaimer, I only recently learned how to use this air compressor. I am not a professional by any means, but I just wanted to show you how I use this step by step, just in case it might help some of you to see visually what to look out for. First thing I do is I plug it in, okay? I just usually tie the power cord around the handle just to keep it organized. Please excuse the mess, this is just real life. Okay, so I'm plugging it in. Actually, I don't actually plug it into this outlet. This is where I usually plug my laser in, so I'm just gonna use this outlet instead. Okay, before you turn your air compressor on, you wanna make sure that the valve under the air compressor is closed. So let's see if I can show you what that looks like. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but mine is open because the black knob is pointing downward. And if you can see, there's actually a little evidence of water right there because I just turned it on without checking. So that's what happened. The air just kind of pushed some water out. So you'll want to make sure that knob is not pointing down. Let me fix that. Now that we know the drain valve is closed and our machine is plugged in, we can go ahead and turn on the air compressor. On this California 8-gallon, it's this red switch, so just flip it like so. Okay, so now I'm ready. I'm almost ready to use the air compressor to cut. But first, I do want to adjust this other gauge here. So this is the gauge I'll look at when I'm adjusting the PSI to cut my wood. So I'll want it to be right at about 25 to 30. Okay, then I'm all set to cut my wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my laser and get going. When I'm done, I'll show you how I turn everything off. Okay, I just want to show you quickly what my unfinished wood cutout looks like with the air compressor. See, there's no charring at all on either side, and I didn't even mask it or anything, so it's great. All right, so I'm done lasering for the evening. I can go ahead and turn off the air compressor because I'm done. We do have to release the pressure, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this ring here on the side, and it's gonna release the pressure. So remember, when it was at full pressure, the gauge showed closer to 120 psi, but now that we released some of the pressure, there's a little less than 60 psi. So I'm gonna pull it a little bit more to release a little bit more pressure. I'm just gonna hold it till maybe about there. I'm going to turn the knob that's under the compressor to point downwards. Not sure if you're gonna be able to see right there. If you notice, it kind of pushed out the water that accumulated in the tank. Previously, from just my brief experience of using the air compressor, if I released all the pressure, so if the gauge had read 0 and I released all the pressure and I opened the valve underneath, there was no water coming out. Like, water should be coming out. You should be draining it every day. But when I opened the valve, nothing was dripping out. I was getting kind of concerned that the water was accumulating in there. So in order to help kind of push the water out, someone had suggested that I open the valve when there's still some pressure in the tank to just assist with that. For me personally, I feel better when I do see the water come out. That way I know the inside won't rust. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave the valve open just in case more water comes out, but I think that's pretty much it. So now that the pressure is released and our compressor is off, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the machine. Well, I hope that was really helpful for someone. If you were anything like me, I wanted to get an air compressor and I knew I would benefit from one, but I had no idea where to even begin. Again, please remember to go through the manufacturer manual and safety guides that come with your air compressor. Please go through them and read through them. This video is just kind of a starting point so you can see what I do. Thanks again for watching. Click here to see my latest upload, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!